What's up, guys? Frugal VC here, and welcome back to week 5 of our DeFi experiment. I've decided to simulcast these here on the channel as well as on NifGen, where if you subscribe, you can see stuff from me and from other creators like Seawill. You can go check that out there, or you can just watch it on my channel. I decided this stuff is too important to not get out to everybody. So you're all going to see these from now on until I figure out what I'm doing with that. And not the greatest week, I'll tell you. My premise initially, when algo is down, everything else is down, and you're just really the amount that you make in gains, in my hypothesis, I should say, doesn't make up for what you lose when the coin drops. So you're really just kind of riding the wave of the coin prices. And let's just dig into it. Pretty much nothing went well this week except Cosmos. I'm adding Cosmos this week just to talk about what I'm making each week. So we'll talk about that. I won't be able to show you. We're going to look at Hashpack too, although I haven't been keeping track very well. We're going to be adding Hashpack for my HBAR staking as well. I still got stuff I got to send over to Hashpack. Now, if you like this kind of content, if you're on our regular channel, not on NifGen, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. The reason I'm doing this experiment is to test whether this stuff really works. Because my theory, I noticed on sometimes when and I never really kept really good track. And a lot of the platforms, they don't help you keep track very well. So my whole point was I wanted to test this out to test my hypothesis that the underlying ASAs will lose value such that you're still losing even though you're gaining through APR, through percentage. Because a lot of these will have like 50%, 75%, 100, even sometimes into the thousands. And my theory is that, yeah, but you end up losing so much on the coin's value that it erases those gains and you end up losing money. And so we've kind of seen mixed results so far. Like I said, it's been about 5 weeks, and we did an initial video, and so this is the 5th video after that initial video. Enough of my blathering. Subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff. Hit the like button so more people can see it, and beyond that, we're going to dig into it. So let's start out with Cometa. I'm going to pull up Cometa on my screen. So this one last week was $98.13, and these two totals added together, the reward plus the stake, is 92.56. So we lost a lot of money, mostly because it's a meta algo pool, and I believe both of those probably went down, but I know algo did, so it's pretty sure bet the meta did as well. But the bottom line is we are sitting on 89.52 plus $3.04 in rewards, which puts us at 92. So we're down almost $6. Well, about $5.50 in case I didn't explain it before, I started everything with $100. Now, the next one is Tiny Man, and I did not do a good job pulling this up because I pulled it up on my other computer. Let's see, total locked. Right now it's 98.24. And we started last week, we had 105.63. Now I use this to replace Humble, because Humble, the reward that I was in the DeFi algo. DeFi is at the very top of the ASAs right now, and that one ended, and when I looked, there is nothing good on Humble right now. There's nothing that inspires any kind of confidence. And so my goal with these is another thing I should explain, is I'm trying to get the best pool. So I want ASA, the underlying ASAs. I hope it's paired with algo, but I also want the ASA involved to be as high up on the ASA charts as I can. In other words, by volume is how Vestige measures it. So that's how I measure it as well. And yeah, this one's down for the week. I think I can actually look at it. Let's just take a look really quick here. Yeah, this is the one we're doing. So if I just go manage, we're at 98.43. Well, actually, it's probably 90. Excuse me. It's actually less. It's 93.43. So I have to update that. I think that was including some of my other little pools that I have randomly. So it's at 93.43 plus about one algo's worth. So another 19 cents. So still about 93.60 something, 62, it looks like. So yeah, we could just go, well, no, I can't. I don't want to get my phone out. So Tiny Man replaced Humble, and not been going great, but mostly because the actual algo. So I thought this would be one of the safer ones, because USD is going to stay $1. And this one will improve over time because algo will go back up. It's fallen a lot recently. Just looking behind me at the charts, it's a little below 19 cents, where it was only a few days ago, it was above 22 cents. So very interesting. Before I go to Lofty, I want to talk about Algo Stake, because Algo Stake collapsed. I had about $15.50 from the initial $100 when I pulled out. So interesting part of the experiment, not exactly what we were testing for, but it is something that can happen. You know, these platforms can collapse. This is the problem, you know, the problem with a lot of these platforms is like, there's always something you didn't think of that can happen. You know, Algo Stake, I thought Algo Stake was one of the safest because there's no smart contracts. Everything stays in your wallet. But the Algo Stake, if Algo Stake collapses, yeah, you still have the Algo Stake, but it's worthless. You know, it went from being actually $130 at one point to you know, when I pulled it out eventually, about 15 something, 1550s when I sold it off. So that's what can happen. You have to be really careful with this stuff. I Yeah, well, I'll give my thoughts at the end. So let's go back and look at Lofty here. Now, Lofty is one of the ones that really surprised me. Now, this is outside the DeFi experiment. I guess it kind of counts as DeFi. So our rent balance right now is 12.23. It was 12.11 yesterday. We are making 22 cents a day, which is about half of where it should be. And I'm going to show you exactly why that is. Look at the rent payments. And look how many are zero. Zero, 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 zero. Here's 0 again, 0. Just to save you some trouble, there are 10 of them now out of 22 properties, total properties, not tokens, but properties. Out of 22 properties, there are 10 that are not paying rent right now. And I don't know what's going on with it. It's kind of crazy. It hasn't changed in a while. It was that way last week and the last couple of weeks. It's actually been getting worse, not better. So something to keep in mind with Lofty. It's not all peaches and cream. Now, they have a Lofty Select platform that I cover where they'll help you buy a property, kind of a done-for-you service for buying properties on your own or with people that you want. It's kind of a cool idea, I guess, but stuff like this makes me very nervous. I'd just be nervous to buy a rental property in the first place. And since some of you might be seeing this for the first time, if I look at the assets overview, this is weird. So I have a gift balance of $675, and I had a weird balance before. I bought like $50 worth of properties. I have a total balance of $2410, and I have a rent balance of $1223. Now, do you notice what's wrong with that? $675 plus $1223 does not add up to $2410. So where is that extra? What is that extra money? That's about $6. It's about $6 more than just rounding up than I'm supposed to be getting. So I'm just baffled by this. This weird amount of gift balance showed up one day. I don't know where it came from, and it's been that way ever since. But then also, but that's only part of it. The fact is, even with that, these still don't add up to my available balance. So I have no idea. Lofty wallet USDC balance. So I don't, why would I have a USDC balance? I haven't done anything that would, yeah, it's really confusing. I didn't pull up, hold on, let me pull up the Hashpack. Okay, so I have a balance of 87.94 and I don't have I actually have about twice this amount of HBAR, and I definitely plan on getting more. It's part of my 8 coins, but here's the weird thing. I don't have any rewards according to oh no, I'm sorry, I do. I have pending rewards of 16 HBAR. So that's cool. I'm earning some rewards. It's not a ton. And do you not get it until you unstake? That must be the case, huh? So that's that. I have my Kepler wallet on another computer. I will be transferring that over so I can show you, but right now I have about $342 of Atom, which was much more in the bull market, but that made about $1.45 on the week. So good for Cosmos, good for Atom. And you know what? I did not figure out the algo BTC, so let me do that really quick. Okay, so I just did the calculations for 466 algo. That was $100 worth of algo when I started, and I did the conversion for 0.00375 Bitcoin, which was $100 worth of Bitcoin when I started the experiment. Algo, you'd be sitting at $88.40 for that, what was 100 algo when I started. And that amount of Bitcoin is 105.13. So right now, out of just about all my experiments, the very best thing would be to simply buy Bitcoin and hold it. Now, that isn't going to be the case always, but it's been pretty solid week to week, interestingly enough. It's been one of sometimes the DeFi was better, but more often than not so far, Bitcoin was better. I'm going to be summarizing. I have to do some crunching on some of these numbers too. I might do that for a special edition. So stay tuned for that, but that's our report for this week. I hope you got something out of this. Like I said, this is an experiment we're going to keep doing at least for a year. I want to do this for a full year to see how this actually plays out. But the more I do this and really pay attention to the numbers, the more I have to say it looks like you're probably just better buying coins during the bear market and selling them off in the bull, and that's how you make your money on crypto. So, but we'll keep testing it. You know, if I'm proven wrong, I'm happy to be proven wrong. It means that's information, it's knowledge, and I can apply that knowledge. And that's what we're going to do. So if you guys are watching, stay tuned Saturday for our live stream, as always. And otherwise, I'm Frugal BC. Stay safe out there. Not your keys, not your crypto. Ledger for the maximum protection. And as always, I will see you in the future.